Hello, and welcome to week one of the British and Irish Pro League. I hope you enjoyed OC's chaotic cast of sorry, I'm getting echo.
Oh Christ, is it me again?
It is. Sorry.
All right, 2 seconds.
It wouldn't be one of my streams without some technical difficulties. Okay, is that fixed? Well, I can't hear myself anymore, so I'm gonna call that a win. Um. So yeah, how was the match that you were just spectating? Doc? Hello?
Okay, I'm back.
Back.
How am I sounding?
I am hearing no echo. This is a good start.
It's so. God, I had the exact same before the OC one. I literally just have to quit out of Discord and then come back in. So dumb.
That is a wonderful piece of technology there.
Yeah. How did your game go? How did you do?
So I started off quite well. I was holding second place for quite a while, and then I think I came last like 5 times in 6 rounds in a row.
Was
And
it a worm incident?
it was a Soudad incident actually. As Worm had saved me.
All right. Okay.
End up in double finalists with Quibs, beat him straight into double finalists with Dansky, which I lost tremendously. And Charged was on something like 70, 80 points. He was in a different league.
Pretty dominant then. Yeah. Me and OC had the same with Vig was 50, 60 points ahead of Barry and Lazed. So yeah,
Jeez.
I think we're definitely seeing who are going to be the contenders.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who's looking at that all important promotion slot, of course.
Yes,
or 2 promotion slots. Right.
I think. We like. Nope.
Oh, I am not in
we
match
got
yet.
we got a Boz admin. Okay.
Cool, because my match ended up starting slightly late, so I haven't actually had a chance to join it yet. Match 3.
There we go.
There we go.
He's arrived.
Are they already live or? I think they're still in the full set of warm-ups. So who do we have in this game? We have Boz. Definitely a contender to take the overall win. I think probably the favourite to take the overall win, in all honesty.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to. It's hard to deny that he is the favorite when he has the world record on every single map. And
yeah.
from what he's chatting on the Discord, I think he's got the consistency to back it up as well. So it'll be interesting though. I think we've got a little bit of a spread on seeding. So we've got Boz first, obviously, and then we got Matt, who seeded 16th, and then n0body and Jaffa 8th and 9th respectively. So I think that's where the fight's going to be. Unless Matt can pull something out of the bag and contend.
For sure.
But yeah, it should be an interesting match either way. I think it'll be interesting to see how Jaffa does. Jaffa's one of those people where for the past 2 or 3 years, well, maybe not 2 or 3 years, but the past 1 or 2 years, everyone's been saying, this is going to be the time that, Jaffa gets into the top 4 or sort of breaks the, the deadlock that Boz and, Wizzy and Epos and that have got on the British scene, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see how it does.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not too sure on what his PBs are. I think Worm, he's got a top 5, but apart from that, I think is a little bit further down. So, yeah.
Right, I will talk
Am
about
I meant to be
everybody.
adminning this already?
I think I'm meant to be adminning it. I'm
Okay.
going to check. Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulty with the stream. This is the first time I've streamed on Viscount, and of course, therefore, everything is broken, which is why there are no chatters, because I've accidentally got permissions wrong entirely.
Are we in follower only? Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. We
Nice.
follow for a month as well, not just follower only, but you have to follow for a month before you can chat, which is absolutely awful. So
Amazing.
I think Demon to the rescue, all-knowing person Twitch, and we have first chat ever is Burt Bagels going blah. Good stuff.
Hey, there he is. Good lad.
Okay, what track we are on the correct track. There we go. Hopefully this is all going to be behaving itself now.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Bagels won. Bagels, you won. Steg
Bagels
coming
won.
in second. I don't think anyone predicted Steg coming second.
Who came third?
It was Bagels, Steg, Soph, and then NMC coming in fourth.
Birdoos.
Yeah.
The Bagels just have a really dud seeding. That's
No ice. That must have been it. The 3 seeding maps had no ice, and then all of a sudden,
yeah, one ice map turns up, and you got to bet that he won every single round.
one turn, and you know he's got 2 seconds on everyone else.
Oh, 100%. Right, we're just in warm up here, and I should probably switch to actually stopping showing our ridiculous faces and showing the match, which kicks off in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
We are starting out on Sun Petal Garden, the map by Ski Freak. I think this feels like one of the more consistent maps in the pack, but
yeah. Do you? Yeah, if you do that one, if you type all that in, and I'll do a bit of an intro.
I mean,
yeah.
So it's all good.
All right. Okay. Fair.
Professional stream. That's
so
why you're here.
Sun Petal Garden, I think that's why we got the suits.
Exactly.
I think is probably as it stands is probably the easiest one in the pack. I think there's not too many difficult parts. I think the hardest part is that narrow drift that we saw a lot of people struggle with in Div 2. Interesting to see how well they do on in Div 1, whether it's much more consistent, whether they can get it without full release like we were seeing, as we see Jaffa coming up to it now first time round, and we see taking too much speed, going too wide.
Yeah, lucky to stay on the road at all and not clip a wheel off there.
Yeah,
but that is unfortunate. He was racing Boz for what could be some very rare first places to pick up in this match, you'd have to imagine.
Yeah, and you see he's risked it all, and now he's going to pick up a last place, and that's just the way it goes at this level. I mean, people
almost
like n0body and Matt, they're good players. They're gonna clean that up.
Yeah.
Dansky's saying that this is the hardest one in the pack. Dansky's having serious trouble.
Interesting.
I think that it's so. What about Boz already 0.2 off of his own world record? I think we could see a few more of them.
Yeah.
As we see Jaffa, doing one of the bits that I was just about to mention is one of the tricky parts on this. So in my eyes, this track has got two tricky sections. You've got that first dirt jump, which once you get the line up for it down, it's not too bad. But you've got the inside pool section that is very easy to go too fast, too inside, clip the inside, and get an auto drift that sends you a bit wide.
Oh, Boz into
the wall.
And is Jaffa going to have some instant redemption for last round?
Potentially. I think Boz hasn't lost
too
much speed. He can still pick up a second.
Yeah. It looks fairly secure behind Jaffa. Nobody has failed to finish so far. Oh, it's confusing having someone called n0body. And, okay.
Let's just dox him and call it his whole name instead.
Oh, Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Ross
just
has
gonna
picked up the
call.
last place there. Oh.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to call him Ross to avoid confusion.
But yeah, it could be. Oh, Jaffa's messed up the start.
Oh, that's rough.
Ay,
Yeah, that is
ay,
very
ay.
unfortunate to see, and you never want to see that.
Oh, Matt risking it,
Oh,
losing a lot of speed.
yeah.
But yeah,
And you had a
so
compromise line from the water plastic entry.
yeah, that's one of the tricky sections. When I was doing my little discovery that I thought was going to be somewhere interesting. Another one is where we've just seen that that jump up to the black platform, followed by the skinny drift. Very difficult to maintain the speed across that thin black platform drift. And I think that could be one of the deciding factors. If everyone gets a clean round, I think it's going to be the speed you get out of that drift that could be the decider.
Good
As we
race
see a good
there
round there,
between
n0body clawing it back.
n0body and Boz. Epos commenting that Boz lost a round. Yeah, lost his second round. Went straight into the wall. So it proves he might in fact be human. n0body discovering why people use DOSOD plus there. Saying he saw first into drift and shot himself.
Ah, is that the thing that you use to remove your remove the number?
Yeah.
Ah.
I have mine set as 01 all the time as my name is MattT1, but of course it now just looks like a massive ego thing.
Nah, you just gotta develop the mental fortitude to be able to accept that you are fourth and fight back. Or in my case, accept that I am fourth and just mauled.
Well, I tend to be fine when I see I'm 4th, but it's when I see I'm 1st, I'm like, wait, I have to not crash now. I'll win. Right, this is very tight for n0body versus Boz versus Jaffa. Boz getting that dirt section slightly better, but Jaffa going more outside. Jaffa feels like a bad line, but I don't know.
They both have similar speed.
Oh, I'm by 35 thousandths.
Yeah, I think Jaffa, if he can keep the consistency up, you know, he can snatch a lot of wins off of Buzz here. I don't think it's as much of a foregone conclusion as everyone thought it was going to be.
Indeed.
As we go on to the KJ map, everyone's favorite.
Yes, a map
Probably...
with zero controversy around it.
yeah. So for anyone who didn't know, there's a hole, or there is no longer a hole, but there was a hole drift that was very, very sketchy. Had some dodgy gears, dodgy lines, and that has been fixed. And I think, to be fair to KJ, it does work a lot better now with you might see it coming up in, well, you will see it coming up in rounds.
that section there.
But there's a sort of a strip of penalty grass in the middle that slows you down instead. But I really like this map.
That's not a good time for warm up. I mean, it is only warm up. I haven't made a mistake of casting it yet, but
yeah, a difficult map. I think it's one of those maps where it's got nice flow sections in the middle, and then there's a couple of real sticking points that are real spikes in difficulty. I think the start for me is the hardest start out of the whole map pack by quite a significant margin. I actually think the start on this is the hardest part of this map, at least to get fast. It's quite a precise line going around this bit of sausage. You can lose ground contact. You can drift too wide and hit the outside wall. It's a tough one. If you get it full speed, don't have to release at all, I think you can gain between sort of 0.1, 0.2. So I think we'll see a lot of them risking it, as we see a very close round, actually.
Yeah, everyone neck and neck so far. At the start, if anyone saw Jaffa pinging back, Jaffa is from Scotland and appears to live in a house with no internet connection, as this is a common trope. I forgot the golden rule of never spectate Jaffa, but it seems to be behaving itself relative to how it tends to be for him. But this round looking fairly comfortable for Boz here.
Yeah,
Just this ending section to go. Are they all going to go? They all go for rail grip, of course they do.
Jaffa gets better speed than nobody, and he's going
Oh, I thought Boz was into the bin there. I thought he was into the finish, but kicking off scoring with a 57.9, that is a very solid time.
Yeah, and we start to see that Matt is showing the fact that he was the 16th seed, sliding away a little bit there.
Yeah,
nine
it's unfortunate.
9 points behind. Yeah, a couple more rounds like that, and you've got a gap there that you don't want.
Yeah, instant mistake from Matt as well. You'd have to say there's going to be another 4th place for him, unfortunately.
It's the sausage.
Yeah.
And I think Boz has had to release, so he finds himself a bit behind. Oh, they'll say that. He gets a very nice line through there. Jesus.
Yeah. Up in a second, still chasing Jaffa, though. For that all-important 1st place. And these two are neck and neck.
Chris in the chat saying, by the way, you need to change the map in the top right.
Yeah,
so yeah, pretty close here.
Professional
Jaffa has to release to not hit the outside there, which brings nobody through into 1st. It's all down. Jaffa comes back out of nowhere though, gets decent speed, and it's who can clip the rail the most here.
Oh, and Boz gets it beautifully.
Oh,
and Jaffa failed to finish.
Will be upset with that. Jaffa's failed,
and Matt has gone safe. And it doesn't matter. He at least finishes. He avoids a -12, but that is unfortunate for Jaffa, who had been running pretty much first for the entire, had been fighting for first the entire round.
Yeah, and he slips down to 3rd. I think nobody will be a bit disappointed that he didn't pick up the 1st place there.
For sure.
Well, maybe not when I doubt he knew how close it was in the actual game, but when he watches that back, he'll kick himself.
Yeah.
As Jaffa goes very wide there. Seems to work well for him. He gets decent speed.
Yeah, Jaffa seemed to have a really good start. Oh, and the Scottish internet coming back in. But Boz seems to start making it up during this section. And everyone's still within touching distance.
Yeah, nobody seems to take a wide line into that section, so he carries the speed through instead of doing a little double drift.
Oh, how did he not clip on the outside there?
As we see an amazing KJ copy pasta in.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful stuff, chat.
Or nobody very close to the outside, and I think nobody could snipe here. He's got more speed.
He could. It's going to be so close. He goes more inside, but he risks it. And he doesn't get it. Doesn't pay off. And that goes from a -4 to a -10.
And he loses his 2nd place.
Oh, it just gets to finish as well by 1 second. That would have been really rough to get the -12.
Yeah. So final round on Saudade. KJ, please inform us. And we see.
And this is a rough start for Jaffa. Into the wall twice, and that is not what he will want to be doing.
Off it. So it's between Boz, nobody, and Matt, all between 0.1. Nobody with a wide drift but more speed, and he seems to go wide here for more speed as well, but I don't think it really pays off compared to just getting a tighter drift.
That's going to fling
there,
in.
clips the little black are we going to call those a nipple?
You can if you want to. I will stick to bump, but
okay, yeah, fair. We'll go bump.
It is
this
up
is
for you.
Family stream.
That is a mistake from Matt.
No.
And this looks like a fairly comfortable race here. Oh, never mind. You got Jaffa versus Matt for last place. Jaffa slightly undoing the early damage there. And that is us done on Zaudad for now.
Yeah,
Boz, I think.
Time, so.
Yep, despite all of Boz's complaints about the map over the last couple of weeks, he does go 4 for 4 on those rounds, winning everything.
Boz is just a complainer.
He does best.
So, as nobody says it's going to be Clown Fiesta time, I don't think so.
It might be for nobody.
Yeah, he did say he was practicing it earlier on today. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think we ride on
But,
board with him. See how it goes.
you could end up further behind everyone else and not see where they finish.
Oh, and yep, clip in warm up there. Let's see if
But
he can escape it again.
Worm, very nice map. I mean, Mime doesn't miss really. It's different to his usual style. It's got a couple of almost RPG-esque kind of jumps that sort of reset your speed down to something very low. It's not a particularly flowy.
Oh, bye, boss.
Yeah, there he goes. It's not particularly flowy. Sort of your speed. You go back down to low speed quite a few times, so it's not like you can just get leagues ahead of everyone by just sort of driving it clean the whole way.
And there are definitely a couple of corners in this that do remind me he's been playing a lot of the TM World Tour tracks this year.
Yes.
And sections that feel like they wouldn't be out of place. Maybe that ice slide. Maybe there's a pair of jump ups in the map where you drop down second gear in both of them, which is not necessarily traditional for a comp map, but it's slightly different, and we will see how the players fare on it.
Yeah, I kind of like the fact that it's not an orthodox map, as we see Matt, I think, has messed up that first drift.
I think
he's going to get some gear soup here. He's going to be sucking on some gear soup. Or
Jaffa clips
outside as well.
If you're going to clip anywhere, that's actually not the worst place. But he has to lift there.
Oh, yeah.
And
he has salvaged
now onto the ice
nicely there. Everyone with decent lines.
Yep, everyone holds it together. But Boz got a little bit half second ahead.
Yeah, he's looking comfortable. Obviously, he has world record on this, so we'll see. We'll see whereabouts he ends up with this round. We'll see. Nobody loses a lot of speed, and Jaffa's going to pick up soon. Boz picks up 56.2, so 0.3 off of his world record. Very nice.
Jeepers ice under pressure.
He's not having a nice time on the ice, apparently. So as Matt picks up a 12.
Ooh, I missed that.
20 points down now. That's painful. But yeah, difficult map is a difficult map. It's a nice map. I do like this map. I like all of Mime's maps. Candy Crush in BIPC was very nice. As nobody loses the gear there as well. That's in my eyes one of the hardest bits is that first drift. Sort of if you release too much or break too much, you're screwed. You've lost that gear, and then for the next the grass turn and the dirt turn, it's bad. So yeah,
Matt slides off though.
Loses it out on the ice.
Nobody, despite the gear soup at the start, has caught up to Jaffa quite a bit. Only a couple temps behind now. But airtime there is not what you want. Jaffa going very outside here.
Nobody clips
and it looks like it pays off. Nobody clips again.
Yes.
And this round looks pretty set in stone, with Boz first, Jaffa second, nobody third, and MattT coming in fourth place. Hopefully coming in fourth place.
Yeah, hopefully. 12 seconds.
I think it's 15-second timeout.
Another 56.2 from Boz. Yeah.
Yep, very good.
Regularly doing 0.3 off world record. That's very nice. I had expected Div 1 times as high 56s or sort of mid to high 56s. So the fact that he's pulling those out is very nice. I think everyone gets that first drift clean. Matt a little bit behind, doesn't get the tight line under the grass. And he loses the gear with a dodgy dirt entry. And a bad line out of the magnet as well. But here we go, Boz on ice. Oh, nobody slides out.
Once again, these are looking... Oh, and Boz makes a mistake. He's human. Oh.
That's the place to do it, though, because you gain the speed back up in that uphill dirt.
Yeah, and although he makes that mistake, he had such a lead beforehand.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. He ends up 0.6 slower than last round.
Yeah. Yep. I think only losing 4 points from you starting 120 when you're on the 4th map is pretty impressive. That's a bit of a statement, isn't it?
Yeah, we are. We have completed 11 rounds and Boz has won 10 of them.
Pretty good. I think there might be a few people, myself included, who are maybe a little bit disappointed with Jaffa. I would have wanted him to contest a few more of these, because at the moment he's sort of, fighting for 2nd and 3rd with nobody. Whereas I would have thought he would pick up a couple of wins, but as it stands, he's just sort of relying on Boz making a mistake, which doesn't happen too often. Oh no, I thought I just cursed him, but it was Matt. It was nobody, sorry, it was nobody.
Right. Oh, but Jaffa does pick up a round.
Oh, there we
Boz
go.
is human. It's happened.
Confirmed. Botbez is no more. But that is a good time as well, actually. Oh no, wait. 56-1. How did Boz get 56-1? Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking on the wrong map. Ignore me. Ignore me. And we're headed back to Sunpetal Garden.
Indeed. So just to recap where we are in the match. MattT down on 16 points. Last seed coming into this match. This match has 1st seed, 8th seed, 9th seed, and 16th seed. So, yeah, this was always going to be tough for Matt. Interestingly, he was 16th seed last season as well, but in Division 2. In Division 2, though. Really? Yep, and I was in the Division 2 version of this match. And nice. Yeah, he really turned up. I thought I'd have a pretty easy... I thought I'd have a scrap with Floyd, who was seed 8, I was seed 9.
Yeah.
And Floyd, I think, hadn't played, like, any competitions at that point. So, struggled with consistency, certainly in my week.
Yeah.
But me and Matt ended up on double finalists, and Divino was the 4th player of the match, who was obviously miles ahead.
Obviously smurfing.
And 2 rounds in a row, I finish 2nd last, behind Matt being saved by Divino. And then, yeah, I got saved by Divino's crashes, and then when Divino didn't crash, me and Matt both crashed, but he crashed worse. So, I got the most cheeky, least deserved 2nd place of my life in that.
Yeah, so that's a good improvement for him then to come up into 1st div.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, likewise for Floyd as well. He is also up in 1st div as well. So some good improvement from a lot of players.
Indeed, I think there's 5 new names in Division 1. There's 6. I can't remember. There's a lot of new people, but all 3 other people in my first match of Div 2 last season ended up making it to Div 1, which is slightly terrifying while I'm still fooling around in Div 2. Great fun.
Yeah.
But we should probably commentate on the match at some point. Boz leading.
I mean, Boz is winning. We can...
Shock. Matt!
Matt
Matt!
was going to pick up a 3rd. And
he was going to pick up a 2nd. Potentially. He was right up there with nobody, and instead he drops down. That is very, very unfortunate.
And so he needs a 2nd or higher here, otherwise he's going to go straight into last chance. So...
Dansky asking if this means he's Div 1 next time.
Div 1 in our hearts, at least.
Div 1 in our hearts, Dansky.
Maybe if we do an over 40s one.
Dansky and breakbeats.
Matt messes up the start.
That is... It looks like such a silly mistake, but when you're pushing, when you've got shaky hands and all the nerves, it's surprisingly easy to do.
Yeah, when you're clinging on to not going to last chance, it's difficult. But yeah, a few new names in first division this year. A couple of people missing though that we did have last season. So we had as Matt makes another mistake, and I think this is it for him.
Yeah. Well,
not in
he's
the
gonna.
game, obviously. He goes to last chance, but yeah, no Nyaruko, no MattT. There's no pasta guy.
No past guy. Sadly, both unavailable for multiple weeks due to.
Yes.
We've ended up running it over the summer due to clashes with various other tournaments.
With absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Now that bloody
you,
World Tour is about 6 months long now. Christ.
Yeah. But out way, we tried to run it this summer, and we've lost a couple of people to holidays, but I still think we got a very strong Div 1. Decent number of players who were in Div 2 last season
that we
making up.
You got everyone that you expect to see. You're never going to get everyone, but you've got the household names.
Oh yeah, of course.
You got Boz, Epos, you got Wizzy. No pack again, man. What the hell?
Yeah, we're back.
Slack.
There is no
World
more
Cup?
important
What?
competitions going on at the moment than the British and Irish Pro League.
Yeah, exactly. What would you rather? The £100, £130 prize pool for BIPL or
230,
230?
I believe.
Wait,
So.
did Jay
Oh,
get his,
two people
get
crashed.
his-
It wasn't
get his
Jay.
crypto money out?
It wasn't Jay.
Oh, Matt is.
No, it was
mentally
a
gone when he
very
was out.
generous donation from one of the players.
Nice. Fair enough. Well, that must bring it near to the World Tour prize pool. maybe 1-0 off somewhere. Maybe if we move the decimal point.
Yeah. Sadly, we have been talking about prize pool and World Tour and all that wonderful stuff. MattT has been knocked out.
Yes.
I think coming into this game as 16th seed was always going to be a tough ask.
Yeah.
And
it is. Against some very good players as well.
of course.
But I think he might be a little bit disappointed that he couldn't get that consistency going.
Yeah, he had pace at times to challenge the likes of n0body.
Yeah, just a couple of silly mistakes on areas of the map that aren't really that crucial. So he's in a couple of start mistakes on this map. When really you should be making the mistakes on the hard bit, like the skinny drift and stuff.
Yeah.
As we see, Boz and Jaffa in a bit of a fight here, but I think Boz gets a slightly better drift there.
Jaffa got a dodgy landing.
Oh, Jaffa got a dodgy landing. There he goes.
After the grass downhill, and unfortunately has got another dodgy landing onto the dirt, pushing him down to third behind n0body and Boz. There is still potential for one fight in this match, though.
Yeah, especially
n0body
now,
and Jaffa.
Points
Not that far apart.
Points repartition changes now that there's one eliminated, so we'll see both second and third start to drop points much quicker. So n0body could quite easily reel Jaffa back in here.
Yeah,
make it a lot closer, because at the moment I think Jaffa probably feels like he could take this home. He's got a 15-point gap, 16-point gap.
Yeah, but all you need is one bad map to get in your way, and
something couple of dodgy starts on this sausage and you're out. So
yeah, something I unfortunately discovered in my game on this map.
Oh really? Oh, no.
Yeah, I came 3 out of 4 rounds on this on the second rotation, and I just wasn't driving well. It was unfortunate. Ooh, Boz clips the inside where the flag is.
Complaining about.
Hey, he asked for those flags to be moved there, saying you're gonna get the clip without hitting the flag, and there you go. It does still happen. There is still a 1 pixel area in which it can happen, and he has been hit by it.
Boz is just so good at precision that he managed to pick it out at 20 paces. As Demon is got a dolphin-based copper pasta. Nice.
I believe the dolphin copper pasta. Yes, Boz loves his dolphin skin.
Is that the official?
Where is he going? I think it might be at this point. Him and Epos both sporting it at Racer Summit.
Yeah. What did Ender have? Was Ender driving in that? I can't remember.
He was driving. I think he was using his usual skin. I think it was only the Dolphin Twins. Dolphin Duo.
Shame.
Whatever you want to call them.
Dolphin Duo, yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling him the Dolphin Duo from now on. Debatably the 2 best players in the competition, and they're the Dolphin Duo.
Yeah, I think that's going to be one of the fights that is going to be the most interesting one. Boz winning last season, I believe EPOS coming second.
Yep, and then EPOS
and
picking up the
then-
win in BIPC.
BIPC,
But 1 for
and
1.
then later at Races on it. So I think that could be interesting. Although EPOS saying in the podcast the other day that he hasn't had as much time as Boz to fully know life these, whereas Boz has been knocking out world records basically every couple of day. So
Yeah, I think
my money
Boz
would be on Boz here.
I think Boz wants a little bit of redemption for what happened in
Yeah.
BIPC. Of course, he
Yes.
renamed himself Washing Machine in the server after that unfortunate third place. I think he'd won every single match up till that point.
Yeah, he looked dominant, and then when it came to the crunch, he couldn't handle it.
So
But he seems to be
nobody down
handling it
onto
very well on
7.
this. Still in triple figures. That is just.
Yeah, he has lost
That's
2
very
rounds
good.
so far out of, I think, we're on 17.
Jesus.
There's going to be some fairly ridiculous stats at the end of the day, I think.
As we see, he's not got the best start. Jaffa with about a 0.1 lead here. Goes tight. Nice. Sets up slightly wide through here, so take more speed. But Boz has a very
everyone
nice
neck
line
and
through
neck. It didn't actually look great for Boz. I think he dropped a little bit of speed there and doesn't
there. Yeah,
get the
nobody gets a
outside dirt
better
as well
line
as
through.
Jaffa. What's this? Is Boz at risk of finishing 3rd? This would be
Unheard
his.
of.
I know, but
Getting
these
the
are
PayPal
some.
out.
These are some very important points for nobody because I think he will get -6 here if he holds
Yeah.
on to 2nd place, which he does.
Yes, he will.
And that gives him 1 more round to avoid
One more
finalists. But
shot.
what is unfortunate for Jaffa, for nobody even, is that Jaffa was the one in front of him rather than Boz. Boz
Yeah.
finally drops down from triple figures onto only 99 points here.
Oh wait, Jaffa got 57.8. That's a very nice
Yeah,
time.
that's a
That
very
is
nice time. Yeah, it's
Oh, he
ridiculous
goes
to look
wide
at
there.
the pace of some of these
Jaffa's-
players.
Jaffa's line through there doesn't look like it should be as good as it is. Goes
Yeah,
really
Jaffa's
wide
start
on
is
that
nuts.
dirt.
Oh, lose out on drift though.
As nobody comes steaming back in.
Yeah, and this
to
is
release on the
close
exit of that
here.
drift, I think. But
This round doesn't particularly matter for nobody. No matter what he
no,
does, he
because
is going
he
into
loses
finalists.
Yeah.
He would obviously like to nick a few more points off Jaffa, but I don't think he's going to get the opportunity to here. And they all fly in formation. Nobody announces your
Yeah.
mama once again. 57-8 from Boz. Same as Jaffa got last time, but Boz has that consistency. Good luck to nobody. He's going to need quite a stint here. I think...
Yeah. He's got the pace for it, but
Mm.
it's whether he can pull it off.
Indeed. He will need to beat Jaffa 3 times in a row, with Jaffa finishing last, which so far has been fairly presumable behind Boz. But this is
I
perhaps...
think this is probably Jaffa's strongest map.
He's looked very good on it. Especially, like, the first 50%. He looks so strong. Loses a bit of time consistently on this drift here. Oh, nobody clips. And you would have to say, going to stay on board with him in case of any other mistakes.
Oh, Boz so close to the edge there.
Never mind, this
Jesus.
race looks incredible. Boz right behind Jaffa here. Oh, and Jaffa clips the inside, but that's huge. Does he clip enough for nobody to catch up?
Nobody's
No,
clipped as well.
nobody must.
Nobody clipped
Did he
the
make the
inside
same
as well. And then
mistake?
he gets a nose
Oh,
slide.
he is going to kick himself if he watches the
Oh.
VOD back. That is
Oh,
absolutely
he's gonna have to
gutting.
go
'Cause
safe as well. He's got bad gears.
wait, no, go! Boz Smith Finn. Boz Smith Finn. Boz Smith Finn. And nobody in the most incompetent round, a round you would normally see in Division 2. That's a time I could drive. And I'm not sure what has happened here. Suggestions of PayPal in the chat. I can only assume that is what's happened. But
Yeah. Boz using
Nobody's
the prize
saying...
money. Nobody using... Oh, no, wait, yeah. Nah, yeah.
Nobody mentioning using the horn as a joke, thinking he was already out without even realizing he's still in. So, go to worm here. Boz has driven left at the start. We don't question.
He's doing a Sean. He's doing a Sean.
He's done a Sean!
Oh,
that's one of the most beautiful clips that the
so
BITM competitions have produced.
That and unfortunately, because we don't have Nya and MattT, we're not going to get another incident of the
indeed
the round that nobody finished. What was it? What was it? Menace? Was that the name of that map?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was on Capital. It was on the ending on Capital.
That was amazing.
Yeah, a utterly iconic moment. Maybe not during the best of the competition in this region, but perhaps the most entertaining.
Yeah.
Boz is experimenting with new lines here.
I don't think there's quite enough dirt on this map for backwards to be quicker.
Yeah, this isn't Valley, unfortunately, for Boz.
I'd love to see him try a backwards ice slide, though.
Ooh, I would have been intrigued to see that. I didn't quite make it further enough in the map. Maybe that was why he turned left at the start. He was doing a 3-point turn. Right. This is nobody's second time in last chance.
Yeah. Everyone keeps the gear.
Nobody clips the inside. And after last time, I'm not going to say it's done. Especially with some of the terrifying parts of this track. But you'd have to say this is not looking good for nobody. But there is an ice slide, and we know how much Boz loves ice.
They both get it very clean.
Yeah. Oh, Jaffa gets a slide there.
Nobody reels him back in here by...
a little bit,
he gets a bit of airtime on the sausage, so...
Yeah. I come down to this outside dirt.
Jaffa loses it. Nah, I think this could be it.
Yeah, unless we have a Finn misser, which it doesn't look like it's going to happen. If anyone's going to miss Finn, it's nobody.
Nobody doesn't even try to go for the
Yeah. Where did you get that horn, nobody? Honestly. And commiserations to nobody. Outdone by Jaffa, who I think you would have seen as rival here, and now... I hate to say this is a bit of a procession. But if Jaffa wins this, I don't know what I'll do.
They're very long odds.
They're long odds. You'll
dye your hair another colour.
I've already got that bet going with someone else, but sure.
Do you actually?
Yeah, I got to bet that if Nico Hulkenberg gets the podium this year in F1, I'm dyeing it bright pink. Maybe I'll dye it a nice Scottish blue if Jaffa wins this.
Oh, you could get the actual cross.
I could. And I'm feeling increasingly safe making this prediction, looking at this round, unfortunately.
Boz looking clinical here.
Yeah. Jaffa won't be into last chance this round. I believe it'll be -4 for Boz and -8 for Jaffa this time. So, a couple more rounds left here, but... yeah, this is... I mean, look at that, still over 80 points.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think there could be a couple of people in chat who are looking at this and...
and Jaffa gets a dodgy start.
Maybe getting a little bit worried if Epos is still in here, I don't know, but could have some serious competition, but it looks like Jaffa's falling apart here. He's getting last chance either way, so... Oh, balls!
What did he do? I was looking... oh, God, I was looking away!
Outside of the ice.
I was trying to check for other results, but, nope. Boz felt the need to make it interesting. A fairly unimportant round, as Jaffa will slip into last chance either way.
Yeah.
It's
Boz
nice.
will
It's nice to pick up
lose
another win.
8, so
Yeah, that
Boz down
means
into
Boz
the 70s.
will only be able to lose 10 rounds consecutively.
Doable.
Before ending up a last chance. GL from Boz. It's going to need a lot of luck for Jaffa to pick this up.
Yeah.
And Jaffa again makes that mistake on the start. And clips the inside. Gears down to first. Get full soup here.
We got to hope that Boz messes up the ice again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, impartial cast. Jaffa will be hoping that Boz messes up the ice.
We're Brits, we always root for the underdog. That's what we do best.
That's true, yeah.
Now, with MattT and nobody out, I'm left to root for Jaffa.
Although Boz sliding gets too much speed out of the ice.
Yeah, but...
Not sure if Jaffa can catch it up. He's still a second behind.
Yeah, it's a 0.9 lead now. And unless Boz messes up his final drift, he doesn't go into pole. He lands nicely. This all looks fine. To go for risky.
That's it.
And that is game. GG to Boz, picking up his first of what I'm sure will be a few wins this season. Maybe a clean sweep again, like he did last time. He remains undefeated in BIPL, if you want a terrifying stat after 6 matches in total.
Yes, that is impressive. I think everyone expects it from Boz. I think we were more surprised when he bottled it in the final of BIPC than when he won every single other game of every other tournament that we've done. So yeah, I think it's a statement that he's just set there. I think you've got to say that he's probably going to pick up the series win if he carries on playing like that. But then again, we haven't seen EPOS play yet. I think I believe EPOS is actually in our next game. Yeah, so we'll see.
Indeed.
We will see how it goes. I mean, Boz consistently sort of 0.3 off of his world record on some of the maps, so we'll see if EPOS can get close to that consistently.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Boz is in the interview channel, so we gotta have a little talk to Boz now. I will move him into here with us. Hello, Boz.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you feeling after that?
Watching the wrong stream. Oops, one sec.
Well done.
Yes,
we are...
I am.
You mean you're on the main stream?
I have many fields.
You have many fields, do you?
I do.
Good fields?
I turned on Hut on the last round. I was like praying the gap was big enough for me to backward safe in, and it wasn't, and it was like the saddest thing.
Don't think you deserve that disrespect. Were you expecting maybe a bit more out of Jaffa there?
I don't know. I mean, maybe not. Like Jaffa's always been a bit shaky in these rounds. I don't know why. And nobody as well. Like they're both quick players. You probably saw it.
Yeah. They definitely have their moments.
They just don't really. They're not. They complete like 30% of the rounds clean, and that makes it like quite easy to win.
Yeah, it gives you the option to save a lot of time, I imagine, because you know even
like they're kind of losing versus themselves. I don't really have to do anything to win.
Well, I mean, you say that, but you were semi-regularly putting 0.3 behind your world record on, I think it was on Worm.
Dude, I'm a Worm player.
Are you a full-time Worm enjoyer?
It's the only map I've really played this week. I've played too much because I'm really struggling with that thing, but nice to see I've got some pace there. Maybe there's some hope in the Wizzy game.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like you didn't need to practice the other two then? Were you still sort of kept the muscle memory from seeding then?
Pretty comfy on both of them, to be honest. Saudade is quite an easy map, so it's like one that I can just drive minus the ender that I failed on a 0.5 run that you probably saw.
We saw you
so
throw
It was-
nobody a life ring. Yeah.
Oh, that's well. But the second round on the second rotation of that map, I was
Yes.
maybe even world record pace, and then I inside dirt at the end.
Shocking display, honestly. But yeah, it was very, very good performance all round.
For sure.
Any? Oh, sorry, after you, Pad.
Oh, what's your prediction for the season? Do you think you can win it?
I mean, look.
It certainly looked like
Last
that our first
BIPL,
game.
I needed revenge for BIPC1. I'm not saying there's any equivalence here, but I mean, I'll try. I mean, with Ethos and Wizzy as a good player, you can always have a bad day and lose as BIPC2.
Yes,
we
were
didn't
talking
mention
about
it that
that.
much.
we were talking about it, about the whole washing machine incident.
If I win my game, I can win, I think. And especially,
Yeah.
I mean, Epos might be low on prac. He'll probably still turn up with at least 5 hours per map because, yeah, whatever. But it's also map dependent, to be honest. Some maps don't suit me, some maps do.
I mean, it seems like most of them suit you. Seems to be doing pretty well on all of them.
You don't see the difference in hours I have to put into some of these maps. And some of them suit me by force, others suit me because...
Okay. Are you gonna leak grinding stats at some point?
Yes, I have 10 hours on Worm. Don't ask.
Is it because you're a worm? You're just playing worm for fun, though, aren't you?
I hate the map, but I don't hate it. But it's rough, and it's lots like the RPG sections are not really mouse sections. The ice section is not a mouse section. They're kind of obvious places where I'd be good. Like the ender don't really mean much in the map, so it's like.
Yeah, it seems like the end. It's not a classic mine map. You know, usually on a mine map, you mess up the uphill dirt, you've lost a second. Whereas
this
you
is
can
very
lose
forgiving uphill dirt.
Yeah, you can comfortably lose the gear there and still make the risky fin.
Yeah, and the gear drop early actually gives you more speed on the landing, so it kind of...
Oh, does it?
It's really not that slow dropping the gear, hilariously. But,
Wow. It is what it is. Yeah, so I don't know if there's anything else from you, Pastor.
Yeah. Have you seen the video of the new track yet, or are you going to wait to
I did
discover
indeed
it
watch
afterwards?
it. Another
Was it?
randomly scheduled upload of track video. I love it.
Well, we thought after people have said that no one will watch them if we release them at the same time as map, we'd release them a little bit earlier. So we'll be doing...
Yeah, true. Except you released them when the stream was booting up for the first game. Immediate confusion. But I have watched it. Twice.
Wow.
Now even a third time.
Honestly. Does it look like, do you like the look of it? Does it look like it could be a boss map?
Quite a classic map. It looks okay. It's about balance between dirt and tech to me. I don't know. I heard some admins calling this a dirt-only map. I think they might have miscounted the number of drifts, but it's a bit sad that I think the grass and plastic sections look incredibly easy, which isn't my favorite. Okay. I like to have a bit of difficulty in those, but it's not unusual for maps these days.
I think when people saw that Gilo was the mapper, I think that probably popped into their head that it would be mostly dirt.
But definitely going to be a pace map.
Right. Okay.
Just be straight risking the dirt and straight risking the tech. There's nothing fancy going on here. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. That map will
looks quite easy to learn as well.
Game.
It's one of those like 3-hour maps and you're done for life kind of map. Maybe. We'll see.
Right. Okay.
Easy learn.
Never again.
Only takes 3 hours to learn.
You gotta put time into comps, otherwise you're never gonna do well.
That is true. Something that I proved fairly well in my match. Kidding. I meant to do a lot more practice today, but of course stuff always crops up at the last second, and this is why you don't leave all your practice to the final day, and then end up absolutely yak on worm.
True.
Or losing.
Well, I think that's what n0body did as well.
An hour a day,
yeah,
and you're good.
Yeah,
indeed.
Well, maybe a little more than an hour, depending on who you're trying to beat. But
Yeah.
Anyone that you can see this season causing a bit of an upset?
I mean, I was upset already. I didn't think Bagels was going to win.
Yeah, that was
True,
a surprise
true.
to me in over in match
That's
4.
super cool. I love that. That's the best timeline. Like, I didn't have it in me to predict him to win or like do well. I think I predicted him third or something, but coming out on top, life is
think-
good, man.
Yeah, I think that's one that surprised a lot of people. I think a lot of people were saying that Steg was the strongest one on that.
Yeah, I mean, that too. And Steg came third, right? Soft as
Second.
well did well.
Wait, did Soap come
Second.
second?
Yeah. Nope.
Chris,
Wrong. I'm wrong.
results?
Came third. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, came third. I checked the results.
But, okay. Any in Div 1?
Div 1.
It all looked fairly predictable to me so far, in all
Feels quite
honesty.
predictable, I'll be honest.
Really?
I
You
think-
never know
Oh, right,
what.
okay.
I don't know. Maybe Acros could pull something out of his sleeves and beat a low prac Epos
Epos.
or bonk Hendo. Like, I think Hendo is probably favored over Acros at the moment, but that's not a clear battle. Like, they're pretty even.
I
Yeah.
think Hendo's got the better PBs if we're going
Hendo's
by
probably
that.
got more motivation since Wombo trial.
What? Nothing
you
has
got the
been
leaks
announced
here,
here.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
secret information.
Yes. I remember I mentioned it on VC one day, and
You definitely
Someone-
can't join our Discord and just click on his name and he's there. But yeah,
yes, I mentioned it in VC one day, and someone said, "Oh, you're not meant to mention that. Yes, not announced." Like, I didn't get this leaked. I just heard it
like,
somewhere.
fucking- we have to wait for TM News, otherwise the media outlets will go crazy. Apart from that, I want to see N7 do well, just because.
I was just about to
he's
ask. There's a
rising
couple,
up player.
yeah, couple
Yeah.
mid-table that
But
N7
he's-
played
yeah.
very well in EMC.
Yeah, I think he's still off the pace by a decent margin, so I don't think he's able to contend for the top spots. But if he's got consistency, he should be able to land upper mid, and that'd be a big
Yeah.
improvement from season 1, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
finished third in Div 2 last season, which I think surprised a lot of people then, because we recognised most names in Div 2. And
And he, just sort of.
I
came
wouldn't
out
have
of nowhere.
predicted
I don't think he's
him
been playing
second
that
to
long.
start. Yeah, he has to be a relatively newer player, but really impressive
Yeah.
progress from him so far.
Yeah, I think possibly someone like Jorday as well. Jorday's got a very nice time on Worm, top 5, I think.
Yep, Jorday's getting there. He's been getting gooder for a while, and he continues to be gooder each time. So
More gooder, yeah.
more gooder.
Yeah.
I think he's still mid-table, just again a bit off the pace, the top pace, but
Yeah. Yeah, so I think interesting mid-table battles, but yeah, like you say, possibly the top 4, 5.
I
Set in
mean,
stone
we know the
ish.
players in the top 4 or 5. There definitely could be incident.
It's the
Like,
order.
I don't know who
yeah.
to pick between Wizzy and Epos as they both try and get World Tour nonsense done as well. Like, that's 10 maps of
That is,
khaki
yeah.
to train, plus these.
yeah. It could be tough for them. It comes down to motivation, I guess, at the end of the day. Yeah, could be interesting. I think a benefit of the point system for this as well is that you can, because you only get 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on your position, you can't get too far away from anyone else if it was sort of if there was more of a split for first. So it only takes a bad week and then you've caught back up.
Yeah, but the top positions are mostly like who you drop your 1 or 2 games to, really.
True. Yeah.
Like, the winner almost certainly will win all the matches.
Will be one of those top 4. Yeah.
And the rest all will have lost 1 game to the winner, like we had last season. It was me.
Yeah. Still happy about that. You've still continued your undefeated streak in BIPL, I guess.
Yep.
6 games now.
No other British tournaments happened in the year.
Yep. Right. As
Right.
lovely as chatting to you and interviewing you is, the next match is about to get underway.